Hey, what's going on, guys? So this month's theme of Seed Master Grade kits continues here with the p-bandai kit. This is the Impulse Gundam Blanche Master Grade kit from the Astray side story manga. And in the background there you can see the Astray Noir there as well. It's kind of like, I guess, the other Master Grade kit that we do have from the series anyway. Anyway, I won't really talk too much about that because honestly I don't know too much about the actual story or the background of this kit. I just thought it's a cool looking kit. I've never built the Master Grade Impulse or the Master Grade Destiny, which this does have the backpack of that in there as well, but this looks like a cool combination of kind of both of them, and it's all in white, so it looks really cool. But of course, with this being a p-bandai kit, we've got this cool box art, but it's all in just monochrome gray and white there, so it's gonna look a lot cooler once we can see the manual, which should have a color version of that. But anyway, on the side of the box here, we've just got the Impulse Gundam Blanche there. The list price for this is 5,200 yen, so not too bad. If you can get it for anywhere near that price, with it being a p-bandai kit, and a little bit hard to find these days, I've heard. So it can be maybe going for a little bit more than that, but you can actually see a couple images here of what the kit is going to look like there. Again, it's still just in monochrome, but it's usually for p-bandai kits we just have like just the name on the side of the box. We don't often have a bunch of artwork around on the exterior box, but we do have a fair amount on this one anyway. The important stuff is what's in the box, of course, so let's get it opened up. First thing we're greeted with here is a nice set of waterslide decals. Thank you very much for that. If you guys don't remember, if you guys haven't seen my video a while back, sometime around, I don't know, probably like a year and a half ago or something at this point, I was reviewing a magazine, and there was a really awesome build-up of this kit, like a custom build of this kit in that magazine, and I thought, yeah, I really would like to get my hands on that, because this was a while after the kit had come out, and I didn't get it at first when it first came out. I just wasn't really all that interested, and then I saw it built up in the magazine. I thought, yeah, I really want to get that. And in that magazine also included some waterslide decals for the kit, so I actually have some more waterslide decals, some more logos and stuff for this kit from that Gundam Hobby Life magazine. Anyway, obviously a lot of these parts are just going to be in white, so we'll take a look at all the runners momentarily. Let's just pass through those for the time being. Just take a look at the manual here. So here we have the box art now in color, although if the space wasn't colored in the background, there wouldn't really be a whole lot of color to this because it's mostly white, which is a few little red accents in there. But really cool, interesting color scheme. It's not too often we have a very all-white mobile suit like that, white and gray. There's a few in Gundam canon among the different series, but they're not that many. It looks really, really cool. The custom build, one thing that I really loved about the custom build is that it squared off a lot of these like more rounded angles there on the wings. And so it just kind of had a little bit different style to it, but there's just a nice view there front and back of the painted version of the kit. On the inside here we've got some more cool poses of that, so it's got the cannons there up on the back. The backpack's a little bit different from the Destiny. It has this kind of like bird head thing going on there in the center of it. This center part is different there, but the wings obviously taken directly from the Destiny Gundam. I'm not sure if those little winglet there in the middle, if those are a little bit different for this. I'm not sure. Again, I haven't ever built the Destiny Gundam Master Grade, so we'll see when we take a look at the runners anyway. Oh, here's the Destiny R silhouette, so about the backpack here. So that can come off and be its own kind of separate thing there. You can see it's got a little camera mono eye there for the bird's head. So that comes off. Here's the pilot Elsa Weiss, I guess, so don't really know too much about her. And then the color guide is over here, just like white, off-white, gray, darker gray, and then a couple little bits of other color. I don't think we are going to have any pilot figure included with this, unfortunately. It would have been cool to have a little 100 scale pilot figure of her, but I think if we have anything, we just got the pilot figure, I don't know, from Shin or something, I guess it would be. But just taking a glance through the runners, it looks like we might have one, but we'll see. Anyway, once we go take a closer look at the runners, for the time being, here's just a look through the parts list. You can see we are going to have some X's, obviously going to have some leftover parts from here, some runners where we've got two runners of the same label, so runner E and then a runner E over here taken from different kits, so you have to just pay attention to which parts those kits which runners those parts come from. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, we've got some leftover parts, otherwise the construction just going to be pretty normal. Going through all of that, and then at the end it's just the weapons and then the backpack doing its thing. On the very last page here, I thought would be a decal guide, but where's the decal guide? So as far as I can tell, looking through the manual here, and I guess it probably says somewhere on this bit here about the decals that you're just meant to put on wherever you like. I haven't taken the time to translate that yet, but the majority of these decals here are just kind of regular caution markings, so I guess it's just kind of left up to you where to put those. Otherwise, I can't find any decal guide in the manual for that, so yeah, I guess you're just kind of on your own for that maybe. But alright, let's get into it. So we do have some foil stickers here as well. It looks like basically just for the eyes, some cameras, and those little blue ones I'm guessing are maybe also for cameras, just some of them are in green and some of them are in blue. And just to give you guys a really nice good look at these water slide decals, here's one more look at them. So you can see you got the couple really big logos there, the 08 logos there, which I'm guessing probably just go on the shoulders, and then the rest is just kind of generic caution markings and things you got there in gray, white, and red, so a lot of really nice little detailed ones there. We've got PC 130, 130B, and 130C here, all making up this large sheet of polycaps in gray here for this kit. Alright, and then kicking off the runners here with runner A, this would be from the Impulse Gundam, which originally came out in 2008 for this, whereas this version of the kit, the Blanche, came out, I don't know if I had to guess, I would say 2015 or 16 when this kit originally came out. I'm not sure, I'll put a little thing up there, but anyway, it may not look like it, but this set is actually in 3 colors as far as I can tell. So you've got some clear down there at the bottom, obviously, and then you've got white for most of the runner, and then over here on the side for just a couple parts here, over on this side, just slightly off-white for those colors. It's really hard to tell, but it is very slightly different. Runner B here, also from the Impulse Gundam, going to be a bunch of parts for the arms and legs, as we do have 2 of this B runner in white. Runner C then also from the Impulse Gundam, and you can see there we have our pilot figures, and I just want to show you those up close. So we've got the seated pilot figure there, but then we've got 2 different standing pilot figures, and it looks like to me this one is Shin and this one is Luna Maria, I want to say. Luna Maria Hawk, is that right? I'm not sure. It kind of looks like her, but if one of you guys know for sure, let me know. Then runner D is back to that off-white color. Now again, it's super subtle, so I think on the kit you're probably going to be able to tell the difference between the 2 tones when you're seeing the parts like upright next to each other, the white and the off-white. But it is going to be a very faint difference between the 2, but it should look good. But anyway, that D runner was also from the Impulse Gundam, as with this runner E. Now we do have 2 different runners E's, so this one is from the Impulse Gundam as well, with it being red parts for like the feet and around the waist. But our other runner here in that off-white color is from the Destiny Gundam, so this would be the first one that we've got from the Destiny. Obviously with those wing bits, it's very clearly from the Destiny for this one. And the runner F as well from the Destiny Gundam, obviously the wing parts here in white. So it looks like the middle wing parts are not new for this kit. That's just how the wings were originally designed. I just didn't recognize them anyway. But we have a second F runner here as well, this time in a light gray color. This one is from the Impulse again though, so still nothing new quite yet. Then runner G, once again more parts here in white from the Destiny Gundam. But now we're switching over from white into gray, as we've starting to get parts here for the inner frame and some detail parts and weapons parts and all of this here on the G runner from the Impulse Gundam. And the runner I is now getting into the ABS plastic for the bulk of the frame here. This is the first of the few frame runners we've got for the kit. This one as well from the Impulse Gundam. So the interesting thing is that the Impulse Gundam frame is different from the seed frames that we've seen with the Duel and the Blitz Gundam and the Buster Gundam and the Strike Gundam, and I think probably the Aegis Gundam does also use some of the same ones as well. But the Impulse is different, so we've got different frame parts for this. We've got 2 of this I runner. Same thing here on the J runner, more ABS gray frame parts, and you can see some part there for the inside of the shield also as well. And then the last of that here on the K runner for some parts for the hands and a few more parts there for the frame. And then runner M, a few more parts from the Impulse Gundam, this time back to red. This looks like mostly shield parts and a couple other little parts in there. And then X1 is finally getting into a new runner here, so we've got runner X1 with just a bunch of gray parts here. This one is marked Master Grade 100 scale Destiny Impulse Gundam R. So Destiny Impulse Gundam R is basically just a different variant of this, which is like in purple. As far as I know, I don't think there's anything different other than the color between the Impulse R and the Blanche, which we're taking a look at here, except for that the Impulse R has a different head for that, so it has a different head option that you can use. This one, though, I think is exactly the same, just minus the extra head, and it's just obviously in white. But correct me if I'm wrong on that. Anyway, we do also have runner X2 as well here for a copy of this section of the runner, basically for the cannons and weapons and backpack parts. And then finally runner I here, this one as well for the Destiny Impulse Gundam R. So this would be just those white parts there for the new parts for the backpack anyway. So there we go, quite a lot of runners in here, quite a lot of parts, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty awesome kit. Honestly, never really been a huge fan of the Destiny, or really the Impulse all that much for that matter. I kind of appreciate the Impulse for its simplicity, especially like just the basic Impulse or the Sword Impulse. They're pretty cool just for how kind of simple and slim. I sort of like the overall design of that. But I've heard that the Master Grade Impulse is one of the best Master Grades from the series, so I've got no doubt that this is going to be a pretty good, solid kit. So it's going to be a lot of fun and interesting to see how the Destiny backpack works with that, the new parts of the backpack. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, I'm not really so into the whole bird motif that we sometimes see in some Gundam backpacks, so not really too psyched about that, but it's on the backpack mostly out of view, so I should be pretty okay with that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Any of you guys also picked this kit up? Like I said, I didn't pick it up right when it first came out. I got it later on when I just kind of maybe thought I might appreciate it a little bit more, so I'm pretty excited about it now. If you got it, let me know what you thought of the build, or if you would like to get it, well then let me know that down in the comment section below as well. I'll have the review coming up for you guys as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions, you can feel free to leave those down there in the comment section below as well. I'll try to answer those for you. And hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.